Hello everyone and welcome to my Let's Play of Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments. Um, this game is by the same developer as the previous one, the Testament of Sherlock Holmes. A game which I played for the most part, I believe, but then ended up cancelling it because I seem to remember there being more than one reason. But definitely one of them was the game either bugged out and I couldn't finish it, or I just completely missed something, and even with the help of the internet I couldn't find the solution. So this game, it actually does look a lot better, and by a lot I do mean a lot from what I've seen, and even this intro scene, it actually looks really good. And I actually don't know if it will show in video because I'm recording now in 1280 720, but my the native resolution of my monitor is actually higher, and it loaded up in like the maximum settings and all that, and I toned it down a bit, and it looked really great, and will still look pretty well, I guess. But let's just start this now. Oh, am I okay? For a moment I was worried that I had this thing in Russian. Which is fine. But, not optimal if you want to play a detective game. I also just came back from the cinema and saw Leviathan, which is a Russian movie. And I don't know why, but everybody kept sitting during the credits, and basically you couldn't read it because everything is in Cyrillic. So I was just sitting there like, what, people, what are you doing? You can leave. It was the most annoying thing today. But it actually was a pretty good yeah, pretty good movie. It teaches you how the powerful in life can completely fuck you over. But let's get this started.
Holmes.
Oh, I actually have to do something. Can I walk? No. Can I? Okay, don't know what I did. What the hell is he doing?
Will you stop that?
I have some frame rate issues, looks like it. But I'll try to fix that next time. Can I go there? Oh, hi bear.
You are utterly mad.
Okay. Take cover. What is he shooting at?
Stop, Holmes.
Is that you, Watson?
Yes,
Yes.
of course it is. And you almost killed me.
Nonsense. I was aiming for the vases.
Blindfolded.
Watson, quiet, please. I'm trying to concentrate. Ah, Lestrade. What is it this time?
He can see me. Well, here it is, and it's a good one, Mr. Holmes. A gentleman by the name of Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, has been murdered.
A sailor, most probably.
What happened here?
Oh, Mr. Holmes, how could you?
It's the only exercise I've had all week. A grateful client from Limoges sent me a vase collection this morning. I couldn't think of a better use for it.
You're out of your mind.
I missed 4 out of 10.
Given you were blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a try?
Am I the only sane one here?
Apparently.
I suppose that Watson is right, Inspector. A little brain work would be preferable now. Do please tell us more about Black Peter.
Peter Carey, born in 1845 and 50 years old. An ambitious sort, he achieved much success in seal and whale hunting around Scandinavia. Retired in 1884 with a small fortune. He invested his money in a property called Woodman's Lee, near Forest Row in Sussex. It was where he lived for 6 years, and where he was found dead yesterday.
Has the investigation already begun?
Yes and no. In fact, this crime is so mysterious that I would prefer you to join me down there.
Give me half an hour to prepare, Inspector.
Take your time and join me there. I have to go through the yard first. The merry men struck again.
What have they done this time?
They robbed a powder reserve. I'll meet you at Woodman's Lee, Mr. Holmes.
I should help Mrs. Hudson here. I also have several appointments that I must keep this afternoon.
I shall go alone then.
I actually like that this Sherlock, still is this problematic person, but not as problematic as the Sherlock from Sherlock, and the Sherlock from what's the show called? Elementary. But what does this do? Can I see some? Oh, let's. What? Why were you watching that? I don't want to watch that. Okay.
You go along to Peter Carey's house.
Okay, you
Mrs.
don't have
Hudson
anything
and I will
interesting
take
to
care of
say,
the
and
Oh, what a mess! What a terrible mess!
something else I can do. Oh, I can
This
examine
is where
letters
I keep
or not.
my archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Okay, I am going to try and fix the frame rate issue right now because it really annoys me. I'll be back soon. Okay, never mind. I looked at the footage and it actually doesn't really seem to be there. Oh, I need to get some clothes, I guess. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be that much of a problem. I guess it might have to do something to do with the fact that I'm actually recording in a different aspect ratio than my monitor is, and it's not its native resolution. So that might be part of the problem. Let's see. I don't need the... I need this. I assume... Can I get a hat? Makeup table for hats? Ooh, that was a hat. Let's not go for a hat. Now let's go outside to Woodman's Lee. Open casebook. Okay, so what do we have? Tasks. Investigate the murder of Peter Carey. Inspect the crime scene at Woodman's Lee. Select a suit to wear using your personal wardrobe and join Lestrade at Woodman's Lee. So I'm on my way to do that. What do we have here? Evidence. Profile of the victim. Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, born in 1845 and so 50 years old. He achieved great success in whale hunting in Scandinavia, retired in 1884, eventually moving to Woodman's Lee. Okay. Good to know. I actually kind of like that they added some elements from the Sherlock show.
Mr. Holmes, I'm over here. Come on.
You know, with the text appearing next to him when he starts deducing stuff. T. Do I find things? How do I concentrate on stuff? Is there like a concentrate button? I don't know. Okay, who are you?
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Yeah, and I can't walk into it. Well, let's speak to Lestrade and is that Watson?
Inspector Lestrade, when will you remove my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him here like this.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Sherlock Holmes. He's a detective. No doubt you've heard of him. I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
My
Yeah,
condolences,
let me do
Mrs.
the
Carey.
work.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Anything unusual that night? When was the body found? Is there a gardener? What's this? Okay, so I guess I need to find 5 things about her. Birdhouse, gardening gloves, book, and the hat, no. Catholic. Okay, anything unusual that night?
Madam, can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream. I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
Okay, so he was drinking. How about the evening before the murder?
Can you please tell me what occurred on the evening of the murder?
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible temper. Usually whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
Interesting. Okay, well, when was the body found?
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around 7 o'clock, I noticed the cabin door was open, but I didn't go in to take a look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it. At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door and... oh dear.
Yeah, how about visitors? Did he...
Was your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. He lived quite an isolated life here, after his retirement.
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
It is true, there is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
I guess that's possible.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes, life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh my goodness, but how do you know about that?
Hold on. Choose the evidence that confronts the statements of a character in order to continue the investigation. How do you know about that? How do you know about Plymouth? Well-kept garden, pilgrimage, or profile of the victim. Let's see. Judith Carey is a woman with an uneasy life due to her unhappy marriage with Peter. She's a very religious Christian Catholic woman who undertook a St. James Way pilgrimage when she was young. What's this? Well kept garden. The garden fields are well kept. Capable gardener works here. What is this? Character portraits. She's religious and undertook a St. James Way pilgrimage to the Cathedral Santiago de Compostela. I don't know where that actually goes. I'm pretty sure Plymouth is a port, so it would make sense for her to be there on that pilgrimage. I don't think the garden actually matters. Oh yeah, what? The victim. Let's go for the pilgrimage.
You undertook a pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when you were young. That much is evident from the rosary in your hand. The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth. I believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
Thank you, madam.
Okay, that was all, I guess. Other people, things. Wait, did I see something? No? Okay, how about you? Do you have...
Mr. Holmes?
Yeah, okay. You don't have anything to say. Doubt there's anything interesting in there. Wait, I need to look at the crime scene. Where's Lestrade? Is this the crime scene? No, doesn't look like it. Oh, it's down there. Okay, oh, okay, shift is run. Maybe that's more for here. Okay.
Peter Carey's body is inside the cabin.
I like that they go to me first without doing anything.
The door is locked.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday to ensure that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence.
Ah, good thinking.
Hello, hello, hello.
What is it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see.
Yes, let me see. Door lock, scratches.
These scratches are fresh.
What is fresh?
You're right. Someone tried to force open the door.
I swear these scratches were not here yesterday.
Our mysterious visitor came here last night.
Well, he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool.
Yes, but now can we just open the door, please? Thank you. I kind of want to get done with this crime. Ooh.
What a terrible way to die.
Yes, it doesn't look good. Okay, what do we have here? So we have a map of Scandinavia.
Dundee. Hammerfest. It's a whaling map.
Okay, and how about the shelf? Does it have sperm
The
whale
tooth
tooth?
of a sperm whale. Probably from one of Peter Carey's catches.
That's a pretty big whale. Suspiciously empty space outlined in the dust over
This
here.
place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf. An object was taken from here. It was larger than a book. A box or a small chest, perhaps.
Okay. What did F do? Evidence. Outline in dust on one of Carrie's shelves looks as if something had been recently removed. It is larger than a book. A box or a small chest, perhaps. Okay. Is there something else to see? That looks like probably his whaling
Old
outfit.
Navigation instruments, nothing interesting. Peter Carey's boots. They look to be a size 8.
I want to know what's in the bag. But apparently Sherlock doesn't want to know that. Ship's nameplate, the Sea Unicorn.
The Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded.
What do we have on the table? A tobacco pouch with the initials PC.
PC have been crudely burned. A sailor's work.
Is that it? Oh, I can rotate it. I feel like, oh, there is something in it. Tobacco.
This aroma is familiar, but to recognize it, I must construct my associations in one picture.
What? What? Rotate and move the elements to form a clear picture of the... So it's some sort of ship. So... something like that? No, not entirely. Maybe... No, game, I'm not skipping this. No, upside down, not a thing. Smoking pipe? Oh, I see. No, I don't see. Hold on, I kinda see. Okay, so... Okay, so this more or less fits. This more or less fits, and then we have the smoking pipe. That's like... this... There!
Yes, this is a coarse tobacco, quite strong and very popular among sailors.
Okay, that was that. There are two dirty
Someone drank
glasses.
from this glass recently.
Yes, and there is another one. So that means there were two
Rum,
people.
a sailor's drink. It seems that Captain Carey was enjoying a drink before he met his death.
With someone else. So I think I've no, the ship's log.
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain. The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 18...
What does object of interest mean? No, not a thing. Okay.
Harpoons for hunting whales.
Yes, and apparently humans as well. Let's examine dead Peter Carey. So we have a knife.
This blood is from the pool underneath the dead body.
And it has
This
a wooden handle with an
is
anchor.
plain and solid. Peter Carey tried to defend himself with this knife, but he did not succeed.
No, he was outranged, I guess. What's this? A notebook from JHN.
JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook.
I would assume so. Can I open it? Oh, look, blood.
The pattern of the blood stain indicates that the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime, but it was dropped into the pool of blood after the death of Peter Carey.
So it might be the killer's notebook. Oh,
These
what's
abbreviations
this?
mean something, but what?
I really don't know. But we'll find out, probably. So we're done with the pool of blood. So let's
Peter
check his
Carey was
clothes.
fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise. It is possible that he knew his murder.
Yeah, the guy he was drinking with.
The weapon
pierced
fully
chest.
penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense.
And
This
how
man
about
is
his
in his
face?
Yet he still looks quite strong.
I check
Peter
out the
Carey
harpoon.
was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon.
Interesting. I think we are done here. Oh, can I?
The ship's
Nope,
logs
okay.
of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain.
What does B mean? Deductions. Find a pair of related clues and they will form a deduction. Red color signifies... what? That you're wrong, probably. Okay, so we have to pin to the wall. Oh, no gardener. Judith Carey says that her husband took care of the garden himself. That does not sound feasible. She might be hiding something. Pinned to the wall, Peter Carey's body was impaled to the wall with a harpoon through the chest like a butterfly. A notebook, a letter notebook with the initials JHN. It is stained with blood, which indicate that it was dropped into the pool of blood after the murder. And break-in attempts. Several unsuccessful attempts were made to break in according to the scratches around the lock. So what if we do the pin to the wall with the notebook? That's wrong. Okay. I thought maybe the, notebook thing. No? How do I oh, space is deselect. Okay. I thought maybe that meant that like the notebook was from the killer. How about the break-in attempt plus the notebook? Draw a clear picture of the crime, performing your deductions from the combination of clues. Track down the guilty party. Task. Make an ambush. An ambush must be made tonight to see if the break-in attempt will be repeated.
Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to force the door to gain entry.
Organize an ambush. Alright. Mr. Lestrade.
Well, Mr. Holmes, What do you think?
I think that we are lucky
And why is that?
because of last night's attempted break-in.
Oof, you've lost me.
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade, but they failed. What will they do? Why, return tonight, when they will be better prepared.
Aha! So what do you propose?
We shall remain on the outside, near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor. Well, gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead of us.
Yes, and pistols are going to be so important with that. Okay, the body is still there. Can I do
We
something
need
else?
to find a good place for an ambush. Perhaps behind Carey's cabin, near the window.
This window is locked from the inside. I do not see any attempt at a break-in. This looks like the perfect hiding place.
Yes, it's great. The fate of Black Peter. Deduction space icon appears every time. Blah blah blah. New clue has been found, or something like that. Didn't the Ace Investigation games also have like these deduction thingies? You know, connect two things that leads to a different conclusion.
Shh! Did you hear that? There's someone there. I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
Police! Hold it right there.
Am I right behind you? I'm right behind you very slowly.
Mr. Holmes, come and see. All right, my fine fellow. Who are you and what are you doing here?
You're detectives, I suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that.
And what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey, but we were here waiting for you.
What is your name?
John Hopley Nelligan, but I didn't.
Do you deny that you came here yesterday?
No, but yes, it's just that I couldn't.
I'm tired of this. Off we go to the yard. Tomorrow, I'll see that you're put in front of the judge.
What? But you can't. I'm not. It's a terrible mistake.
Enough. You can explain all of that to the judge. You're coming with me to the yard.
But
In light of recent events, it seems evident that your coming here was unnecessary. All the same, I'm very grateful to you, Mr. Holmes.
You are welcome, Inspector, but please don't be too hard on our young fellow. I would like to question him tomorrow morning.
Okay, so we have ourselves a suspect. So we have a tobacco pouch. We have some boots, size 8, and outline in the dust. A new location of Scotland Yard. And let's see, what else do we need to do? Inspect the crime scene at Woodman's Lee. Investigate the murder of Peter Carey. So I guess we're going to Scotland Yard. Yes, but that will have to wait till next time. Really, so far I'm actually quite enjoying this game, and I think actually the frame rate thing was mostly an issue on my end, and it seems to be gone for now. But yes, next time we'll interrogate Mr. Nelligan and see if he's guilty or not. But for now, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll speak to you guys in the next part of Sherlock Holmes.